Hello everybody, this is Havoc and welcome back to Victoria 3. Today we're going to be working on our Khalsa Raj campaign, working on our Sikh Sovereignty. Now, we are progressing quite well. The only kicker is that we need a 75 legitimacy. So we gotta figure that out. So hopefully we will. We've expanded quite a bit. I have a feeling we're going to expand even more today and have a really good time. We're in the positive. Well, we're 300k from being in the positive, and I think we're gonna be just fine. So if you want to support the channel and this video, you can do so by giving it a like, by subscribing to the channel, and of course leaving your comments in the comment section below. So we're going to get started here, and one of the first things that we have to figure out, we have 9 infamy, which isn't bad, but I think we have to start going after some of these larger countries, absorbing their GDP, and then seeing if we can't turn that into some gold. And now the Khalsa Raj, suggest a more hardline foreign policy towards Harat due to poor relations. Yeah, no, we're gonna set aside formalities. Harat, obviously we are under a truce since we conquered their last region. We'll be good. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. We're almost to free capita taxation, and I think we'll be able to move along pretty well from there. Nice. So pre-capita taxation has come along, and that has allowed us to not only have a higher income, but we've also been able to reduce our down to medium taxes, which brings our government up to a 75% legitimacy. Now, what we could do is we could start working on reducing the political strength of the Zamindars, the Zamindars, however you want to say that, and I think one of the better ways we could do that. Right now we have a good autocracy level. I'm wondering if we couldn't bring into like a landed voting or even a census suffrage eventually. That could reduce the power of this by increasing the power of the other interest groups. That's possible. We do still have our democratic agitator, Rahmatullah Al-Zalke, who would help enact that stuff. Elected bureaucrats. There does seem to be support for that. Now, we may actually keep those, though, because that taxation capacity is going to be really, really good for us. And I really, really don't want to worry about the bureaucracy cost multiplier isn't going to be beneficial enough. So we're probably actually not going to go down that way. We do have our dedicated police force. We do need to upgrade our bureaucracy a little bit, though. A presidential republic isn't going to cause anything positive either, at least not towards what we want to have done. Now, what we could do, which would cost quite a bit of bureaucracy, is do in the National Guard, because that brings in the political strength of our servicemen and our officers, which then would, went out of there, would mean that our Khalsa most likely would have some positive endorsement, which would help us there. We got a long ways to go. There's not a lot that I can do right at this moment. We could enact censorship. The temporary changes would, oh man, the Khalsa and the Granthas and the Jots would all like that. You know what? We would gain a little bit more authority. We get a little more suppression impact and bolstered impact on political movements, and then leverage resistance. We don't really have any leverage issues, so we're gonna just kind of chill out. And then I do think we are going to go after Kokand. It's going to be an easy, well, I say easy. There's 40 troops there. Kabul is technically their ally, but even with both of those, I think we would still be okay. The kicker is that I don't have military access, and I can't get military access through Kabul until I have a war, in which case I could force military access. So the irony is that even if Kabul sides with Kokand, I can still force that military access. And if I can't, then there's a front line on Kabul anyways that I could push. Let's go ahead and figure out which is the best state for us to push, or if we just want to make this a protectorate overall. We probably just want to make it a protectorate overall. Yeah, let's just go ahead and force them into a protectorate or a tributary. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do at first. Make them into a tributary. There we go. Get those Kokand war reparations. And then all you boyos. Oh, we need a general. I didn't realize we needed a general here. General Kaur Singh Dogra. Absolutely. We're going to have him come in. Everyone else is looking fine. I need to go back in here and see if I can update all of them. We're not going to do it right now, obviously. But if we could see that, like, hey, we still need to upgrade all infantry. It does look like we do. We have some irregulars. We need to make them. Okay, so that's something we'll do after everything is said and done. Once this war is over with, we'll be able to push that pretty daggum easily. Screw frigate's been unlocked. That's great. We do have that intensive agriculture. Okay, progress is almost at 100%. Oh no, we're at 69%. We were a little bit higher, but that's fine. We still need to work on the Zamanders, but we kind of don't have anyone that we can push in this area that would be able to remove any more of the clout that they have. If we could get tenant farmers to be moved into homesteading, that would be the way we could go. So we need to find someone. We need to potentially kick out this agitator and see if we can't. There's no one else that we can invite. No, this is terrifying. Okay, that's fine. Let's find. Here we go. We need to bolster the peasant movement. 200 authority weekly. What do we have that's causing us to not have that? Consumption to, oh, okay. So we need to remove some of the consumption taxes. Honestly, we may be, 0.5, 0.16. Come on, that's not doing anything. Services is barely even doing anything. No, we're going to remove all of our consumption taxes, which should also increase our standard of living. And you know what? We are also going to go with very high military wages. It's probably a little bit ridiculous, but that is going to give us prestige in that area and might boost our legitimacy just a little bit, while also projecting the military interest groups. So that's going to be good for us overall. We're going to be hemorrhaging just a little bit as we kind of adjust to that, but that's still okay because once we get done with this, we'll be in the positive. We haven't drawn that much credit. Should be easy to bring that back. Oh, and then I need to do exactly what I said I was going to do, and we can boost that peasant movement. And again, there's just no one available here for us to even be able to do bring in any sort of government thing there. So hopefully these tenant farmers will be able to gain enough traction. Now, obviously, we're going to have a huge stall from the Zamanders that are going to be pretty daggum ticked. So it's going to be an uphill battle for sure. But I feel like if we can do that, we could really boost our legitimacy in the ways that we want to. Because, yeah, now we're at 100%. We literally just need a good legitimacy rating. And maybe that'll come here in just a little bit. So, for instance, now that we're at war, I can enforce military access. Kabul's not going to do anything because they're just a piece of crap. Can't enforce them to do jack squat. And we should really be able to boost this front line pretty daggum easily. And as expected, a relatively quick war, all things considered. Kokend is now ours as a tributary, and I would like to reduce them and decrease their autonomy. But at the same time, I do kind of want to just overexploit them because it's kind of a fun thing to do. We're going to begin increasing their relations, though. These guys are rebellious. They can try and do whatever in the heck they want to. But we'll be okay. Like, we'll be totally and completely fine. We're slowly creeping up. Not as much as we're... Okay, they're actually going down. Oh, there we go. Oh, from Pops dying. That's okay. Decreases in standard of living. So they're kind of offsetting each other. But I feel like more people are dying than are... is it starvation? Surely it's not starvation. No, it's only mild starvation. You guys aren't dying. No, you're okay. You're totally okay. Alright, cool. Unrecognized countries. Okay, no, we're good there. We're great. And that should bring us in, let's see, only 4? No, we could definitely go ahead and end up wiping Sind off the map. I think we're definitely just going to take it over. And then it's after this that I'm going to go ahead and mobilize everything. Or update all the infantry and stuff. Did someone join in? Oh, Kabul. Oh no, Kabul. Why would you do that? Kabul coming in. We're going to reduce the autonomy of Kabul as well. Why can't I add that to a primary? Okay, cool. No, that's fine. Do we want to conquer another state of Kabul? I do think that's what we want to do. Kandahar is their largest GDP area. They're struggling, but they're not too bad. However, I just want to take over whatever their biggest place is, which I do believe is going to be Kandahar. Kandahar, you stupid, stupid man. You stupid, stupid. Let's go ahead and get Kandahar. We're going to go ahead and push that. That is going to push our infamy wild, but that's okay. I really don't think anyone else is going to be able to come in and enforce it. So there is that. We're going to go ahead and push this onto this front. We're going to make sure that both of you gentlemen are in the defend front mode. And then I am going to go ahead and mobilize this boyo and just say, hey, defend the front just in case. I can't get to that, so they'll definitely take that over in a little bit, but it's totally fine. Satara sides with Sind. Oh, Satara. Bring it in, man. Bring it in. We're going to add. I can't add anymore. Am I out of? Okay, I'm out of it. That's fine. No, I definitely think we still have this. Because Satara. Oh, we don't have a navy. So I can't block that naval invasion from happening. That's okay. I think we'll still be fine. They still probably... I should be able to push... Let's see. Regular advance front. Moral damage and kill rate. I am just going to pillage these guys. They need to just kind of like a burned earth or scorched earth scenario. And then, of course, if I can... Does he have an ability? He does have rapid advance on, which is going to help us there. We're still on the positive. We can see we're still going down even as we got things up. This should hopefully, fingers crossed, be a relatively easy situation. Hopefully, we may actually have to end up going defensive on this side. Oh. Well, hello there, Mr. Legacy of the Lion. Our country has survived years of turbulence and is not a subject to another nation. Look at all these things. Look at all the things popping up here. Oh my word. Engines of Progress there's been a lot of stuff activated and deactivated. I wonder what the Maharaj Ranjit Singh would say if he were to see us now, young soldier, in Khalsa Raj said. Would he be proud of our steadfastness, or would he be disappointed in our achievements? Our people have a home and a future, hopefully a peaceful one, the captain replied. Yeah, it's not going to be peaceful. I think the lion would be proud that his work has secured a home for his children. Sweet. Khalsa gets Empire Prevailed, so we get 25 prestige. And then Sher Singh, who is our current ruler, gets the Lion's Legacy plus 40 popularity. Okay, that works. So we actually did complete it. Are we in a... We're not in a government that works unless it just popped up real quick and then popped right back down. That's wild. Still no agitators available to push that. That's okay. What we need to do is we need to get Singh in here. And I do think we're going to go ahead and drop the defend front. We're going to just defend the front. And that should help us at least stall while we get these guys pushed in. All right, there we go. So we officially took it over, right? Or is Bombay still working on it? I think we're okay to start advancing that front. And then I do believe they're just going to have too many people. Nice. Following war goals, conquer Sind. They have already capitulated. And now it's just a war between Satara, excuse me, and our ability to push here. Now, the Sataran goals, we don't have anything we can push against them. But we should at least be able to enforce all the things we need here. We do have a mining accident. We're going to push that interest group. And then Foreign Manifesto, I do want to push... Yeah, our struggle is an international one. Now, one of the things I did want to see here is what went down. So it looks like everyone's pretty daggum happy. The Khalsa Raj actually is not. We need to work on some home affairs, but again, I still have a bureaucracy issue. But the Zamindars, they do still have clout, but they're actually pretty happy overall. You can see temporarily they just plummeted. And so we really have to work on removing tenant farmers. I'm not quite sure how to do that. We may go ahead and enact the National Guard Although that does help the Zamanders. That does help the Zamanders be happy. That just really helps a whole lot of stuff. We can't afford it yet, so I'm not going to rock with it. However, what I am going to do, we do need to work on our bureaucracy increase. Let's see what our paper levels are real quick. We're currently zeroed out on paper. There's nowhere we could bring it in. What does paper take? So for instance, if we could find a region that could sustain such a thing, we're already over infrastructure there. We're good on infrastructure here, which is where we may have to pump it. There is 5 government admin buildings. What does paper take? Paper only takes wood right now, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to pump this up a few levels. And then maybe pump into another paper mill. That way we might offset things. We can definitely handle it. Our gold reserves aren't fantastic, but they're not terrible right now. And now the subjugation of Makran by Great Britain has raised fears among the Jats that our own nation will fall victim. Their concerns have led them to align with the anti-British society. No, that's totally fine. You are wary to be wary. You are right to be wary of them, but I think we'll be okay. All right. Meanwhile, on the war front over here, Kabul is going to get wrecked slowly now that all of our armies are unified on that same front. Ooh. Oh my word, there's so much happening. Empiricism and tools have been unlocked. Maneuvers per diplomatic play, that's going to help us a lot. Max education, wealth education, okay, and influence has gone up quite a bit as well. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. No worries there. All right, so Satara is now out. They've bowed out, which means that Kabul should be out pretty much any second. There we go. So we've conquered Kandahar. We've reduced the Kabuli autonomy, and now we have war reparations. They're likely to increase autonomy. No, they're not. They're not going to do anything. We are going to offer them some knowledge to kind of shove that down just a little bit, but they're not going to do anything. We also are going to reduce the autonomy of Jammun to a vassal, which should increase. Let's see, a tributary gives 20% of their treasury. A vassal brings them down to 30%, I think. There we go. Which means we automatically get a little more from them. And then we can't do anything with Coquelin right now. We are going to go ahead and offer them. Will contribute to a decline in their liberty desire. There we go. Because we do want to get them down to a decreased autonomy as well. I don't think I want to actually get Kabul down to integrating them. Ooh, what is this? Rajit Kunwar. He's authoritarian. That's actually not going to help us at all. So technically we have completed our scenario here, but I do want to kind of push a little bit further and see how we can't project ourselves. Now, we do have 25 infamy, which means we're going to stay here for a few years, and we aren't going to do anything crazy or drastic. Now, drastic, that being said, we do want to go ahead and push. I wonder how we can merge these guys. I would love to merge them with a different army. That's one of the things I don't remember. There's a nice increase all the armies thing. That's great. Or we could simply just add more people here. Now the thing is, like, we don't have a ton of jobs. We have lots of job seekers, but we don't have a lot of unemployed. And we do have unemployed in Kandahar, in Baluchistan. Unfortunately, it says they don't have the qualifications to fill all of them, but that's fine because we can still utilize them and then just, there we go. We're going to go and do 10 there just to start. And then what we need to do is we need to get back in our decrees and promote social mobility. It's only going to be 75 authority. They want to increase their autonomy. We're not going to do that. Sweet. Okay, well, we've used up all of our autonomy, or all of our authority, to increase the social qualifications to be able to move across the board like that. So hopefully that really, really helps. And another interesting situation. It's unfortunate that we literally just upgraded all of our infantry, and so they'd be absolutely useless. because it does look like that Persia is trying to break away from its Ottoman Empire overlords, and it looks like he may actually kind of succeed. Tuscany sides with the Ottoman Empire. Well, maybe not so much now. Unfortunately, I can't commit either way. I can't. My army is absolutely wrecked because I literally just started upgrading them. Okay, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Now, we are veterans, or the veterancy level is pretty darn high. They're currently elite troops. I swear that we shouldn't be able to do this. Okay, some of them are seeing some low organization issues, but that's low organization. That's not anything else. They're going to increase because of that. Okay, so what we need to do here, this sounds terrible, but I've kind of been playing a terrible leader in this, is that while we do this, I want to free up Persia so I can take them over. I don't know if that would work, but I think it would be absolutely hilarious if that's how it ended up turning out. So what I can do... Oh, no, I missed my chance. No, I took too long. Well, good luck, Persia. Here we go. This is exactly what we need. Organizers affiliated with the peasant movement had embarked on a focused campaign to inspire support for homesteading in Pashtunistan. There are plenty of ears willing. No, that's fine. Political pop attraction. I need to get this enacted. So we have homesteading. We need to be able to push it. I need to be able to suppress any of these Zamanders. They still have an extremely large amount. So if we were to somehow kick out Nawab, I imagine I can't do anything to him. I can exile him. That knocked him down by 2%. Unfortunately, I think it knocked down a little bit there too as well. If we could simply just knock them out. There we go. Minus 5% political strength. Unfortunately, again, it's the tenant farmers. If we can just remove the tenant farmers, I think we will be great. Yeah, we're going to try and shove this through as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we may have met our end. Now, Great Britain is demanding Kabul from us. We will cede the gold and demand a truce. They'll start a diplomatic play. We're going to decline. And I'm really hoping we can bring in someone good. Gawalor? No, we don't want to bring in Gawalor. Unfortunately, our boob-headedness and our stubbornness has caused us to not be able to take this on, or not be able to have people come in and help us. Oh my word. We have so many war reparations we could claim. We for sure want Makran because I think we could probably push those guys back. Or maybe we couldn't. I want Bagbani. I want all the local people. All the people I know I can get to. I don't think I could get British war reparations. 10% of their tax income would be awesome and incredible, but I just don't think it's feasible. I don't think that they could come in and support us in any way, shape, or we could bring a navy. I mean, we couldn't bring a navy. I mean, look at that navy. Look at that freaking navy, ladies and gentlemen. That's fine. We'll keep it there. Add a war goal. Transfer over. This is literally just Great Britain, so we wouldn't even be able to do that from them. I kind of just want to do like a humiliation campaign. I can make them transfer the entirety of Egypt over. Yeah, absolutely not. I think we're just going to keep it like this. We got our own like terrifying fight anyways. So if they enable everything and everyone, we are going to be kind of SOL. Because I do believe that their stuff is... Their people are a lot more intense than mine are. Let's see. 25 and 35. They do have shrapnel artillery and they do have lancers. That's going to be the big kicker right there, 30 and 20. Which means there's nothing that we can really do to counter that. We might be able to. We might be able to. Regardless, we are going to mobilize everyone, even this little dude here, just because we can. And I did consolidate a little while ago, so hopefully that doesn't kick me in the butt. One groceries output. We're going to see if we can't enforce this a bit. That would be great. The Quetta uprising is going to be over with in like a microsecond. So I'm not concerned about that. There we go. We crushed it. Like, that wasn't a... I knew that's how that was going to go down. What we now need to make sure we do is we have to make sure that we defend the homeland well enough for that naval invasion that's bound to happen. And we're going to be just hemorrhaging money. So we may actually have to default out of this again, which would be terrible. But like, we'll see if we can't hold off against them. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot. That is a lot. Don't know how well we're going to hold off. Our economy is going to tank because we are being embargoed. If we can just prevent them from coming in, we might be okay. Keyword there is might. Okay, so we already took over that stuff. I don't know what these guys are. I don't know, but we've already kicked them out of Makran. If we can hold the line and stay with me, nope, we sure can't. Oh, because we don't need to be offensive. No, all of you guys need to be defensive. We are only here to defend. That is our sole purpose in this life. Look at all of the trade goods that are inactive right now. Oh my word. We don't even have convoys because the Brits are just like, yeah, we're just going to take this. Oh no, we may not be able to fight against them. They just brought in 118. My word. Yeah, they're just swarming over us. There's nothing we can do. Their offensive is just so much higher than ours is. Yep, they're just going to steamroll over us. 100% are going to steamroll over. Let's propose a peace deal. Come on. Don't be like that. There's nothing that we can do. I mean, we are so ridiculously underdeveloped in that regard, going up against the Brits, that it's not feasible. Fortunately for us, we are making just a crap ton of money because, well, everyone's dying and our population probably actually is dropping like crazy. It's actually a positive. But yeah, no. Like, there's nothing I can do here. I can just watch them take me over. What I can do is go in through this back door front and decimate and just take over that way. Oh, no, we transferred. Okay, well, that's stupid, and it actually splits my empire in half. Now, one of the positives is that, well, because of everything going down, we've actually gained a lot of income. Unfortunately, that's because all of our people are absolutely destroyed. They have no manpower whatsoever. So we're going to upgrade all of our units anyways, because we do have line infantry. I just didn't have time to move it and work it up. So we will eventually get a higher, move those line infantry up into skirmish infantry. And those skirmish infantry will, we could have probably been able to afford going up against them in that regard. Despite not enjoying full rights, some wealthier Pashtun people have begun moving into neighborhoods. Yeah, no, that's fine. Presenting this constituents in the Khalsa Raj has issued a form of petition to pass censorship. We'll see what we can't do. Censorship, I don't feel like is going to actually help us. The request for market control, you're not going to get that from me. I'm sorry, it's not happening. We still have tenant farmers, unfortunately. There's nothing we can really do there. If we do this, though, I feel like we'll be giving good bonuses to people that we don't want having bonuses. But anyways, why can I still not do anything? Is it simply because we don't have any? Okay, we will eventually be able to bump that up. Yep, we're getting there. The results from the C node, they're just the convoy rating has still taken a long time to take on. There we go. And now, unfortunately, Kabul is a subject of Great Britain. So that sucks. That's not the most ideal situation whatsoever. Man, I think pretty much at this point, Britain's going to continue to push those down on me. So I think we're pretty much done here. So unfortunately, it didn't turn out as great as we wanted it to in the end. Wasn't able to get any earning reputation because I don't even think the French really care to endorse me. I don't think they ever will. We can't even get a trade agreement with them. I don't think that they're ever going to do anything because, well, we're just kind of seen as a backwater country. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end it right there. It didn't go as well as I wanted it to, but I still had a blast playing the game, and I hope you had a blast watching it. If you want to support the channel even further, and the end of this series, but the beginning of another one in Victoria 3, we'll figure out where to go. You can give the video a like. You can support the channel by subscribing as well and leaving your comments in the comment section. Thank you so much for hanging out with me with my Khalsa Raj. Even though we didn't win, it's okay. This is Havoc, and I'll see you in the next one.